Now, the JNU students have marched towards Ganga Dhaba to Chandrabhaga, claiming ABVP pelted stones over the screening of BBC documentary. Members of various left organizations staged a protest at the Jawaharlal Nehru University campus last night against the ABVP, raising slogans, and they held placards that read, "Rise in the rage against ABVP hooliganism." The protest was organized by the JNU University Students' Union. The protesters marched from Ganga Dhaba to Chandrabhaga Hostel inside the JNU campus. To give us more details on the story, I'm being joined by my colleague Anshul live in this bulletin. Anshul, what is the status right now? Protests seem to be continuing.
So yes, the anger and the manner in which this entire controversy has been blown out of proportion, especially inside the campuses in the national capital, that seems to continue today as well. Yesterday, we saw the manner in which the JNU SU carried out its protest inside the JNU campuses, and this was not only against the manner in which there was violence day before yesterday inside the campus, where a few stones were pelted at the JNU SU students who were screening that very controversial documentary series inside the campuses. And since then, this protest has been going on. The protest was also against the police brutality that happened on students in the Jamia Millia Islamia campuses day before yesterday as well. So yes, the JNU student union, which is actually dominated by left, is trying to put this point across, that the manner in which that the government is trying to suppress their freedom of speech and liberty to watch anything they want. And they actually claim that since the docu-series has not officially been banned by the INB ministry, and hence it is not illegal to watch it. So yes, they are going to continue watching it. And yes, today we are also going to see some other left organizations, student wings of the left organizations in the Ambedkar University going ahead with the protest as well. Today at 1 p.m. we are expecting another showdown between these protesters and the police today as well. So yes, it remains to be seen how does things pan out. But yes, the tensions definitely seems to be rising inside the campuses in the national capital.
Well, Anshul, as you rightly pointed out, the face-off continues. It's not just in Delhi, but in several parts of the country as well. We are seeing this. Today, are there any protests that are planned? What are the students saying? Because earlier they said that there was power outage because they had alleged that there was a power outage because the authorities did not want them to screen the movies. Documentary, I beg your pardon. Today, what is the situation like?
So yes, if you see, there is no official call of protest that has been given by the JNU Student Union. But yes, on the other hand, there is a protest call that has been given by ISA, All India Student Association, another organization that belongs to the left, student organization that belongs to the left. This protest will be carried out in the Ambedkar University in the national capital today at around 1 p.m. That protest is expected to take place. Also, a call was given by ISA at the same time to carry out a protest at Jamia Millia Islamia University as well. But the university, keeping in mind the law and order situation, they have made sure they have in fact cancelled all the classes today. So no classes are going to take place inside the Jamia Millia Islamia campuses, which means that students would not be allowed to assemble inside the campuses. So yes, it remains to be seen how does that transpire, and if the student union will actually try to carry out a protest outside the gates of the Jamia Millia Islamia University. Because remember, day before yesterday the same thing happened. There were students who were protesting outside the Jamia Millia Islamia gates. These students belong to ISA and SFI as well, and they were at least 14 students who were detained by the police, which actually created a lot of furore amongst the students, as they say that the police is trying to oppress their voice. But yes, it remains to be seen how does things pan out today. But yes, these university campuses and the left student wings are making sure that they put this point across in the right manner, that the government is actually not allowing them to watch a documentary, because they feel that the government is actually very scared that the perception of the government and the leaders within the government would actually be changed. So yes, it remains to be seen how does the entire protest transpires today. But yes, the student unions and the left-leaning student organizations are making sure that they leave no stone unturned in making sure that the point is put across and the government eventually allows them to screen this documentary.
Well, Anshul, if I may request you to please continue with us. There are some political reactions that are coming in first. Let's listen into them.
Most unfortunate part of the day is BJP cannot digest anything which goes against them. You can recall very well that the subsidy of PTI was stopped by this BJP government. You can recall the journalists of Madhya Pradesh. They were made half naked and they were physically assaulted. You can recall that our All India spokesperson Saket Gokhale, he was arrested thrice in 1 year. You can recall the incident of Tista Shitalbat. It proves whoever will be speaking against BJP, whoever will be unveiling the truth, whoever will be unmasking BJP, BJP will be doing political vendetta against them.
I think the people who are organizing it, they ought to be tried for sedition, charged and tried for sedition. This is an anti-national step. No country, no self-respecting country would ever do it. Say, for instance, in UK, there were a lot of very saucy gossips about their Princess Diana, about their present king. Would anyone make a film about it? No, because it is something that injures the prestige of that country.
Well, now I'm being joined by my colleague Komalika Sen Gupta on the phone line to give us more details on the story. So, Komalika, this seems to be escalating now. From Delhi, the protests seem to be moving in other places as well. Give us some more information about what's later in West Bengal today.
Yeah, absolutely. But interestingly, yesterday evening, Jadavpur University, the Student Federation of India, the students wing of the left, the CPIM, they have already showed the BBC documentary in Jadavpur University yesterday evening. Today they plan to show this documentary in Presidency University in the evening today. Yesterday there was no, there was no stoppage from the administration. So the SFI, they actually showed this documentary, and there was no protest also yesterday. Today also, though the police was keeping a tab on the entire situation, but police can't go inside the university, and there was no administration stoppage of the entire showing of this documentary here in Bengal. So yesterday this already took place in Jadavpur University, and today it is going to take place in the evening in Presidency University. Not only that, the Student Federation of India has given a call that they will be showing this documentary in every college of Bengal, and will also take it to every booth, every block, and they're going to show this documentary everywhere. Now, this is to be seen that what is the role of administration. There is the TMC government here, who are also in tweets, they are showing, they're trying to project this documentary. Mahua Maitro, Derek O'Brien, they have come up with their tweets and the links of this documentary. So what the government does, that is to be seen. Yesterday there was no protest by ABVP or any saffron brigade. Today we have to see that what is the status. But the situation here is absolutely peaceful. And the documentary yesterday, already it has been shown in Jadavpur University, and today it will be shown in Presidency University.
Well, Komalika, thank you for that information. And this has escalated in South India as well. Students of the